Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports.
Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Oakland Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Scott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On first down, Goodwin. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Murphy now looking to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mike 57, Mike 57. Legend. Go. Undercrunch.
To throw on second down, Murphy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Murphy from the gun on third down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Focus, defense, focus. 6 guard, check 6 guard. Check.
Now Murphy throwing on first down. And this one's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
I got it. Patch it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Boom, boom.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Brilliant. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw. Murphy. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Murphy throwing after the interception. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murphy. To throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ward. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Murphy now, operating from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Here's Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. And the Raiders have got him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Murphy gets this one to Morris. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You got it. You got it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Murphy off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going to try and throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Murphy to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Back to throw. Murphy. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Goodwin. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw is Murphy. Looking to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Murphy now, throwing on 4th down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Scott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check.
Back to throw now on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now back to throw. He's looking deep for Bell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Scott. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Here's Murphy. A final shot before break. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. Murphy. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
2nd and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Murphy throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A nice-looking play to start the drive. Down the middle and complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murphy. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look now at the Oakland defense as they get ready. The 4 takeaways now. Last one, the interception on that previous drive.
Okay, work with me on this one, because I think we've got to do the highlight video at the end of the season. Can you imagine putting this together? The high energy, the impact, all these takeaways cut into one sequence? I think they'll love seeing that on the big screen.
We'll let you do the highlight video. We'll see if they're going to try to get another highlight here on this defensive stand. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Watch the run.
On 1st down, Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Fields. And he comes back with one complete. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now this throw caught left side. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On fourth down, Fields. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check 55, Mike. Come off the ball, hard. Mike 55, Mike 55.
From the gun on third down, Fields. The quick slant caught. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, check Mike 45.
Now Ward. And he is not going to get through here on try number one. They stop him at the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. So second and goal there from the one. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. Second down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
I'm here all day. Three.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On first down, it's Scott. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They go again with Scott, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete. It's Johnson.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Eventually, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.